All right. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. It is the one and only targeted individual CJBK. It is 8 a.m. Monday, January 27th. Actually, 7:57. I am working as it's normally very hard for many TIs to be able to work, but I am thankful that I have actually found a job that may be much easier to manage, but I am exposing myself even more to even more radiation because of having all these features turned on my phone. Damn. Because like I tell you, the more features that you have turned on, your phone, the more energy output is going to come out of the phone. And the more energy output, the stronger the amount of intense frequencies that they can resonate with your body. So it's like, I don't know. I just know that like whenever I turn my Bluetooth off and my Wi-Fi off, the cellular data and the network connection, I feel a reduction of pressure inside of my brain, right? But even more interesting, I learned that when I put my phone on silent mode, like when I switch it, and I told you I have an iPhone SE, and but I also realized when I do this with someone else's iPhone that's around me, if I put it on silent mode, I feel this pressure reduction in my ears. So that's to say all these things is I've realized over time, especially if you were to go into your the screen time permissions. For those of you who have an iPhone, if you go into your screen time permissions and you turn off things like the camera, your FaceTime, anything that you're not currently using, just start turning it all off, right? But you got to keep track of everything that you turned off. I learned that when I start turning off a lot of features from the phone, I would feel a lot less intense energy, like heating up my body, or the pulses wouldn't be as strong. Like it's like I could still feel the resonance. So it's like imagine, if there was like a tube connected to the exhaust pipe of that car in front of me, connected to my body, right? I would still feel the resonance of me connected to that car, or rather, like, let's say the vibration of that car moving, and then I could feel the vibration connected to my body. I could still feel the vibration of something else externally connected to me. But the exhaust itself, let's just say the exhaust itself is the actual power that they would transfer between me and something external, right? So it's like, even though the phone would still be connected to me in some way, shape, or form, and I think that's mostly through like a inductive magnetic resonance, like an inductive magnetic resonance. So it's like, even though I might have turned off the features that like connects the phone to the internet, or connects the phone to Bluetooth, or I might it, like when you turn off the Bluetooth settings, it'll disconnect the phone from using the Bluetooth hardware, but you're still going to be connected to the phone because of the devices within your body that are connecting to just about everything that has these nano sensors all over it. And then, this is something else that kind of crossed my mind too, like literally just now. How some people say, I just got a new phone and they already hacked this one. And I think about it, I'm like, the moment you go into a store, let's say you have no idea what kind of phone you're going to get, right? You have no idea what kind of phone you're going to get. So you go into a store and you just pick a random phone. Now, that phone has already been, it's sealed in a box. More times than likely, you're thinking, it's brand new, shouldn't have been touched by no one yet, right? Now, here's the thing. You got to remember, they're tracking us, and I'm going off of, I'm going to post the links to these two videos, but Sabrina Wallace had did an interview with a Dr. Engelstein, I think, and she did a really great job of being very calm and articulate while explaining a lot of the technology. And most of it I already knew, but it's to hear someone say everything that I know again, but in a very calm and articulate manner. It was just it was like a confirmation for me. It's I tell my girls sometimes, a lot of times when I'm trying to figure something out or whatever, or especially if it had something to do with the V2K, the V2K would be your girl doesn't respect you anymore or something like that. So I would then be like, hey, do you respect me? But I mean, I know some people would be like, you shouldn't have to ask nobody that, but that's what the V2K said just now. It was you shouldn't have to ask nobody that. But anyway, so I would ask her, but I'm saying I do this as a confirmation, because I can't read her mind. I don't know what's going on in her mind, but I know they can see what's in her mind. I know they can see what's in everybody's mind. I know they literally can tell me what's going on in any person's mind at any given point, but I can't confirm that because I'm not looking at the same things that they're looking at. So unless I actually speak to this person and hope that they actually are truthful, that's the only way I can confirm if the V2K is right or wrong, right? Now, especially when it comes to work, right? Right now, the V2K, these operatives, they got me thinking, well, actually, they don't have me thinking anything. I already came into this job already aware that, people at the job would possibly be a part of the secret, technocratic society. I already came into this job knowing. So it's now, 4 years in, February would make 4 years that I've been at this job. It's to me, whoever hasn't really shown their face yet, and then even in a little I noticed a little dry gaslighting type stuff too. The gaslighting was a lot heavier when I first started the job, but then I guess after being here for a while, I don't know. But anyway, so it's they got all these different things going on, talking about, oh, I'm sabotaging the company, oh, I'm spreading rumors. And I'm everyone knows that anything that I mention in my videos is pertaining to technology that is being used in the psychological operations against me. So it's I'm never saying that, oh, this person said this. I'm never saying that. What I'm saying is, through this technology, this very, very advanced, highly invasive technology, I am receiving information or data that may or may not be true, but it is alluding to specific people that are thinking and doing certain things. Now, here's the thing. I'm not doing anything different from what I would normally do. if anything, I'm just moving very cautiously around everyone that I interact with. I move cautiously because, one, it's not like people who are a part of the secret society just has this I don't know, it's not like they just have this like banner or something above their head that says I'm secret society, and I could just know, okay, don't trust this person, not even if they are smiling and trying to be jokingly and stuff. I don't have no indicator like that. But the thing is, those who are augmented, they have all the indicators. Why? Because they are augmented, and then they're allowed the access to be able to see certain data. So that's why a lot of TIs have this weird feeling that like when someone's looking at them, it looks like they're not looking really at them, but it looks like they're reading something on them. But they would be wearing like a plain t-shirt, or there wouldn't be anything on their face. But I'm telling you, that's the interface. That's like a digital overlay over the body. So these people, even though our visual cortex hasn't been hacked and augmented to the degree where we can see the augmented data that they're looking at, but it's like we got to understand that they can see these things, but we can't. But it's okay though, because one thing that I have been learning about this technology is that over time, we're getting the directed, concentrated radiation in very specific spots in our bodies. Me particularly, they focus primarily on the right hemisphere of the brain, my lumbar, what else? My left hip, the heart, and I have new marks on right over the sternum where they've been sending a lot of pulse attacks, like dark splotches. And I remember when Amy Harlem came to do these scans and pictures to take of the direct energy attacks on my body, and she was showing me all like these little splotches, and they were they weren't like normal, I guess mispigmentation. I don't know the word, but it wasn't it wasn't like something that you normally would see when you were if you were born with a pigmentation or something like that. But it was more like, I always say it like this, but it's like getting hit with some of these pulse attacks is like, sometimes it feels like if you were standing in front of a sand blower and the sand was just and it was just, I don't know, it was just it just feels like you could feel these tiny little particles of sand hitting the surface of your skin. But with some of these attacks, it feels like that, but instead of it hitting the surface of the skin, it feels like it bypassed that outermost layer of the skin, and it hits the part of this, I don't even know maybe the second, or I don't know, somewhere between the second and fourth layer of the skin, and then that's when all of a sudden it feels like you're getting hit with a sandblaster or something like that, or a leaf blower with a bag of sand attached to it. I don't know. But so among other things, it's I'm dealing with all these attacks, but at the same time, I am managing them, and I'm gonna tell you some ways on how I'm managing them. I'll get back to you. All right, I'm back. So I had to go and do another route and come back to you all. So it's getting harder to actually want to record videos, or rather, I'm gonna say this: it's almost as if the will to want to record videos is getting harder to maintain. And I've been paying close attention to that, because remember, the whole idea of this technology is to basically interfere with impulses within the body, interfere with your neural impulses. So it's like I could think that, like, okay, I want to record a video, and I will feel all of the, I guess you could say, the emotional energy, the enthusiasm, and all these different aspects about wanting to record a video. But then it's like, as time passes, it's like all of a sudden it's like, I didn't, like, I don't know, it'd be like the whole day that went by and I'm like, oh damn, I never did make my video. So it's getting harder in that sense. I think I'm going to try to pop up on this. I'm not trying to do all that extra. I'm not trying to go around. It's like they got all this going on. So it's like I'm not trying to go around the block. But if it wasn't for these... Now, it almost funny. Funny because as I walked past that woman, it almost sounded like she said she is working too hard. And then... But this is a part of the whole psychological operations thing. Because... Remember, it's so many of them, right, a part of this society, right? And then the fact that I have V2K, and, you know, I get the you know, in-person, you know, gang stalkers that'll probably, like, walk by and say certain things that might relate to me or anybody that I might know, especially when it's in a time, like, when it's synchronized. Statements that are said like right after the V2K makes a statement, or sometimes it'll be like someone would say something like in the street that, like, I could be, you know, riding just like this, and then all of a sudden I would hear someone say, oh, he has no idea how, you know, or something like that. But it's a part of the programming, because the V2K, that's one of the things that they have repeated to me continuously. As annoying as it is, they continuously say, oh, he has no idea. Or they'll say, like, oh, I'm supposed to be the main provider. My girl shouldn't be working. And then they'll say, oh, she's working too hard. And da-da-da. So it's like all these statements that they make are all like programmed to basically, well, get some type of rise out of me, programmed to, you know, induce some type of negative emotional response, you know. And I've been noticing that, I guess, the programming that they have been setting in with me, especially when it comes to my girlfriend, is that, like, the more I'm around her, it feels like my life force is being, like, attacked or stripped away from me or something like that, or, like, you know, like I'm overheating or something like that. And and it's strange enough, because when I slept over at my mom's house, like, I still felt them attacking me, but in a different way. Like, I still, you know, it was still the Saturday before Sunday. I go to church, you know, and I did get there late though, but I was procrastinating. I'm not gonna lie about that. But it's like, it was different, because normally when I'm sleeping at my own place, you know, and my girl is, you know, sleeping next to me or whatever, I'm waking up several times throughout the night. I'm feeling pulses in the left side of my jaw, where I'm pretty sure they got like a good saturated amount of so it's like right here. It's like this whole area right here is just pulsing, right? But it seems like it inserts, because I can feel it on the backhand side of my hand. Like here, it feels like there's something that inserts into here, and then it travels and comes here, and then it's like pulsing. And then not only does it just pulse, when they really want to disrupt my thinking or put me in like a, I guess like a I don't know, a pain, put me in like a pain situation, they would cause it to vibrate and heat so much that my tooth on the inside, the one with the silver fillings, it really gets irritated. And the only time it ever cools down, or if I can make it feel better, is if I go, I gotta do this. And it's like when I do that, it's like it's cooling the tooth down all the way down to the nerve. Now it's funny because they always keep saying, Chris, you got so many diseases, or you got an infection, or all this stuff. But I'm like, mind you, they're saying all these things as they're stimulating me. They're saying all these things as they're radiating the very same spots that they're talking about. And my whole thing is, for people who don't know about this technology and they're watching my videos, I'm like, look, only thing I could tell you is be thankful that it's not happening to you, because when it does happen to you, I pray that you can maintain your peace the same way as I do, if not better than me, because they talk a lot of shit. But I know a lot of these people that's doing all this talking ain't been in my shoes though. Like, a lot of people got enemies, right? But you know who your enemies are. You know where you want to find them if you want to find them. So a lot of people talking all this shit, but they ain't been in my shoes. They don't know what it's like to be getting electrocuted and heated up and radiated from a distance by people that you don't even know. And then the people that you do know, who's probably a part of it, they smiling in your face, acting like they don't know nothing. But it's in your energy field, though. It's in your energy field. Like, I can feel it in your energy field. That's it for now. I'm going to come back to y'all with some more things. Take life one breath, one thought, one step, one day at a time. Peace.